He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Never was anything great achieved without danger. Men should be either treated generously or destroyed, because they take revenge for slight injuries, for heavy ones they cannot. It's not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver, since love and fear can hardly exist together. If we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. A government which does not trust its citizens to be armed is not itself to be trusted. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Whoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. The more sand has escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. Never was anything great achieved without danger. One change always leaves the way open for the establishment of others. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Entrepreneurs are simply those who understand that there is little difference between obstacle and opportunity, and are able to turn both to their advantage. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. One who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. Men are so simple of mind and so much dominated by their immediate needs that a deceitful man will always find plenty who are ready to be deceived. Men are so simple and so much inclined to obey immediate needs that a deceiver will never lack victims for his deceptions. It is just as difficult and dangerous to try to free a people that wants to remain servile as it is to enslave a people that wants to remain free. To understand the nature of the people, one must be a prince, and to understand the nature of the prince, one must be of the people. Politics have no relation to morals. Princes and governments are far more dangerous than other elements within society. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others. There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. Always assume incompetence before looking for conspiracy. It is a common fault not to anticipate storms when the sea is calm. A sign of intelligence is an awareness of one's own ignorance. Men in general judge more by the sense of sight than by the sense of touch, because everyone can see but few can test by feeling. Of mankind, we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. Any man who tries to be good all the time is bound to come to ruin among the great number who are not good. I desire to go to hell and not to heaven. In the former I shall enjoy the company of popes, kings, and princes, while in the latter are only beggars, monks, and apostles. We cannot attribute to fortune or virtue that which is achieved without either.